하드코어 NPC 체험 체코 여기 가롤리 4세 아들들 왕자의 날 시계 시기스문드가 빌런이요.
He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies.
왕위를 돌려탈하기 시작했어.
It is here that my story begins.
그렇구나. 뭐지? 쉬운 건 없어? 일반도 힘들어. 무슨 하드코어야. 신성도 아니고 로마도 아니고 제국도 아닌 신성 로마 제국신 카르사세. 힘도 없고 백도 없고 그렇게 이제 사람도 가고 일인칭 게임이라가지고 별로 해본 적이 없어요. 1인칭 게임. 이 내라는 게 별로 없고 이 세계를 보는 거지. 약하고 힘도 없고 능력도 없고 글도 못 읽고 대장장이 아들이 하급 모사로 성장하는 이야기라는데 마드레 볼륨 좀 높였는데도 잘 안 들린다. 뒤에서가 체코도 영어하고 언어 거리가 제일 먼 게 5인데 우리나라 말하고 영어가 5인데 얘도 한 4?
Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idol.
Well, it looks like he was out all
귀족처럼.
evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
색감은 괜찮은 것 같아. 하늘은 안 파랗지만 좀 가자. 조작이 좀 빠릿빠릿 너무 이렇게 어지러우면은 그럼 감도 좀 줄이고.
Get up now. There's work to be
Get
done.
up now.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table.
평범하게 생겼지.
Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
That's nothing.
Fighting.
It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
전투력도 없고 그냥 한량이지 뭐. MZ 세대 체코 MZ. 이 정도 됐으면 이제 어디서 이제 자기 일하면서 그렇게 살았어야 되는데 뭐 약간 좀 경제적인 여유가 있었겠지. 그래도 그 대장장이라는 직업이 그러니까
A fine state you're in this morning.
이
What on earth did you get up to
시대는
last
이
night?
철 자체를
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarers.
되게
He was telling us what's going on in the world.
귀하게 다뤄서 왜냐하면 이제 이거 땅속에 있는 철을 구하는 게 아니라
Well, I hope
밖에
it
나와
didn't
있는
fill your
철들이
head with
이제
nonsense. Well, I've
뭐
got a
쓰는
feeling there's
거니까.
something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
칼 선생.
You think he's teaching me sword fighting, don't you? What use would that be to me?
거짓말 잘하네.
I'm not lying to you, man.
All right, then, if you say so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
그렇겠지.
Do you need me to do anything, man?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Is father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help.
관절이 안
Henry.
좋아.
I know. Don't worry, ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good.
도와드리는 게 아니고
He
네가
always has his
해야지.
knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere as usual.
Matthew and Fritz aren't drunkards.
I never said they were, did I? And if I really minded you going for a beer with them, I'd have put a stop to it long ago. I was young once too, you know. And your father was no angel when he was in Kuttenberg.
Of course he wasn't.
You don't believe me? Ask him yourself.
All right, I will.
You're not a boy anymore,
아빠도 뭐
Henry. You're a man.
학은
It's time to
무사했나
start
봐.
acting like one. Yesterday you promised your father you'd help at the forge. If you made yourself useful now and then, I wouldn't mind your mischief making so much.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
감도가 좀 빡세긴 하다. 들어오게. 속템 넣기도 되네. 언더는 괜찮은 것 같지? 어렵긴 어렵다. 원래 여기서 아빠 만나야 돼. 아빠 만나 심부름 해야 되는데 칼싸움 먼저 배우러 가려고?
Now I see you, I hope it will go even better. Are you here to buy?
Indeed I am, or I'll have nothing to smelt the ore with. And the king won't put his silver.
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
더 큰 세상을
Spoken
보고
like a
싶어.
man. As it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes?
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
따라가 보자. 평소에도 뭐 배웠다는 거는 그래도 그동안 좀 배운 게 있다는 거겠지. 칼이 길다 그지. 되게 선명하진 않아.
So, can we get started?
야,
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you
제가요?
so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Good. Nice. Fine. Very good. Fine. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times.
지르기.
Very good.
R. R1.
Nice. Good. Very good. Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Very good. All right. Now you're getting it.
그쵸?
All right. That's enough.
뭐 됐어?
I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though,
이
train
아저씨.
hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
이 아저씨 진짜. 저러고 가? 감사합니다, 스승님. 좀 싸워보고. 되겠나? 네? 네?
What's the matter with you? Didn't you hear me calling?
뭐? 복장 위협적으로 보이면은 가만 있어봐. 잠깐만 있어봐. 옷에 묻어있는 빗자국 등에도 영향을 받습니다. 돈으로 할 수도 있습니다. 승마 응급처치. 이런 거 읽어야 돼. 또 처음이니까 튜토리얼이니까. 당신의 돈, 지불해야 되는 돈. 화술 레벨, 매력 레벨, 힘 레벨, 평판.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense?
성공했네?
Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into
친구도
his
데리고 와야
arse.
되겠다.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
수집하자. 술집에 가 친구들을 데리고 가가지고 두드려 패. 술집이 저쪽에 있나?
God be with you, Henry.
축복해주네.
Here's your change.
응? 술집이 어디지?
What is your wish?
바라는 게 뭐니? 있었네?
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade
나라의
his army
어려움을
of
논하는
Tartars and
애들이야.
besiege Gutenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their diets even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope.
God be with you, Henry.
I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
교황도
It's
지금
true, though. Wenceslas is
난리도
the
아니고.
king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on
권력자지.
his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal.
오늘은
Sir
가르치워도
Radzik is Wenceslas'
성직자들은 못
commander-in-chief.
가르치워.
He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your
둘이가
deal will soon have
붙어먹으면
nothing left to rule. Jobs had to sell
끝나는
Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with
And
Sigismund
don't
and
forget about Gutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
독일인하고
Yes,
체코인하고
but
지금
Goodman
얘기하거든.
Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew.
Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit. It made me think of that huge Parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
아, 똥실
I'd
하자고?
rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will
예,
do.
내내 날긴데.
What are you saying, Henry?
여자친구
But I was
남말랐는데.
going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of
겁나
our
도망가야
king.
되는데.
So, how? Are you with us?
해줘야지. 얘들도 뭐 오고 가는 게 있지. 도망가 열심히 가야 된다 근데. 겁나 도망가야지.
Oh well. Father can wait a while.
My words exactly. I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
어딘데? 나는 보고만 있어야지. 똥은 너희들이 던져라. 정적들에게 납치당했어? 로마와 프랑스, 아비뇽의 두 교황청이 동시에 존재하면서 분열이 일어난 사건이다.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
문제가 되지.
It is. Henry, you go mirror her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
What do you want,
이름도
lad?
도이치야.
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I'll just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
똥 던지자. 됐다. 평판이 하락했어? 야, 씨. 야, 니는 똥
What are you
만지지
waiting for,
말라니까.
Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and
도망갈
country, my
준비해.
ass. This is all good.
경비병들이 뭐 괜히 있다냐?
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory.
Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
순박하다.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
대놓고
What your
하나?
old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbyszek? Hanging out with this boxy Deutscher?
씻으면 되지, 인마.
Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
야, 이 코피 나겠다 이거. R2 훅, R1 잭, L2, R3, L1. 막 눌러야 되네.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! Paul is on his way!
Run, you cowards! And we better fucking run too.
어, 1인칭 괜찮아. 익숙해. 이제 이 정도 됐어. 애들 잘 싸우네. 그럼 됐지 뭐. 아, 머리야, 머리야. 야, 빨리 건마, 도대야.
Hey.
야, 빨리 가, 임마.
What's that, for the love of God?
God be with you, Henry.
가자. 멍 들었는 거 봐.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker had
다행이다,
a
이거
snitch on.
깨끗하다.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutschers.
나도
Never a
좀
dull
도와줘.
moment with you lot.
God be with you, Henry.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutschers. Never a dull moment with you lot.
끝이야. 뭐야?
Anyway, nice job at the Deutschers.
Never a dull moment with you lot.
마티아스. 똥이 나오나?
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
근데 이게 쉴 틈이 없습니다. 보내씨 여기가 여기네. 에이, 돈 줘요.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
잠시만해.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing to clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Look, I know things aren't easy. The wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
If I had anything to give, I'd give it. But I've got nothing. So leave me in peace, all of you. And don't come back.
코네씨, 야너 어디 간다? 야, 가자.
We've sorted out Deutsch. Now I've got someone else to deal with.
Another meeting? Count me in.
Kunesh owes money to my father, but he won't pay. I'll have to shake it out of him.
Trummy, you helped us, so we'll help you. Let's get to it then.
저리로 가 왜?
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
독해지고 있네.
What the fuck are you here for? Do you want me to take a whip to you or call a catch pole? Just try it, you old drunk. Blood will be spilled.
선박이지.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You
야,
understand?
이거 했나 이거? 이 사람. 고기 좀 주고 갈게요. 밖에서 먹고 다닌다.
All right, blacksmith's boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last of this. Watch out!
돈이 없어. 집에 갔다 와야 돼. 그치. 잘하고 있지? 갖다 주고. 내밀고도 내밀이 어딨지?
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Kunish didn't want to pay, so I got no money for those things you sold him. But I took them in lieu of the debt.
Took, meaning he gave them to you, or took, meaning stole?
If he didn't pay, then they're still ours. How can you steal something that's yours?
Fair point. Give it to me then, and here's some money for the rest.
What did you actually do in Kuttenberg?
Oh, all sorts. You had to be able to put your hand to anything if you wanted to make a living. But I was never far from iron.
I'd like to see
술과 관련된 일.
I'll take you there one day, never fear. It's a beautiful city. But in the end, you'll learn the best places here by the Sasso. We've kind nobles, fertile land, and plenty of everything.
But do you know Sir Radzig well?
We've known each other long enough.
갔다 올게요.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
그렇지. 원래.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
Certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
또 이야기 해주고 갈까? Hello. NPC. 나도 NPC야.
Good God. You look terrible. Did
나랑
someone
한
attack
대도 안
you?
맞았는데?
Take care. See you later.
몇 개 사야 돼?
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye.
Are we agreed?
That's not enough.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
See you later.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Are we agreed?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
Very well, I agree.
Dark at home, a torch will help. Your field's light fallow. Here's linen fabric, dyed in flame.
I'll be back in 2 shakes.
여자친구야?
Coming.
어? 센스에 여기 있었네?
God save my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And a heart for my beauty? What else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Okay.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya?
Funny.
I suppose. He is a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so?
뭐지?
Now what would that be?
Your favorite savior schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
So what are we to do with you, Henry? God be with you.
나중에 보자.
God save you.
미션 클리어. 아이, 효자야, 효자 아주. 봐?
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, man. That's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damn if I know. Doesn't look like
말
Czech.
밑이라고 부르는구나.
Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. This will be the finest sword I've ever made. We got the charcoal? Good. We'll fire up the forge. We'll put it all together.
불을 피워?
By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
씻으면 되지.
Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologize to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
야, 나중에 일 생각하면은 독일이 나한테 했는지 생각하면은
So Deutsch spouts rubbish and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
혀를 써.
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal.
그랬겠지.
And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do.
선거가
Life was
인생을
good under his
살았고.
reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, a score of castles,
베이치로 가야지.
had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
You think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
왜 아까 가져올걸. 테레사? 좋다. 잊을 수 없는 기억이 남는다.
That won't do. Go and get those damn nails.
Okay.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
아하이.
Maybe
삼각관계구만.
we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
얘도 좀 그렇구만. 어허.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire.
잘하네.
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though.
잘하네.
Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
괜히 뭐, 뽕 집어넣기는 그러지 마라.
Excellent. Fine work. Very fine.
훌륭한
A sword
학원
such
모사가
as
될 거다.
this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this.
A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, says Svan. Have a safe journey to Sassa.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
그렇지.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree, and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them, or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
무슨 일이고?
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
이야, 일단 알고 또 순식간에 이빨이 모자리 다양하노. 연합군이야? 여자친구 어떻게?
Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the truck. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Isaac. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
여자친구 찾아고 가야 되는데. 아하, 저 쓰레기들 저런 식으로 마을을 초토화시키는. 아까 저 왕권 못 잡은 동생.
Close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move it, people! Come on, come on! Oh, Henry, thank God! Get inside quick, we have to shut the gates! Get ready, people, come on!
Mind this from me.
Are you mad? You can't go back!
선택 여지가 없었구나. 왜 잘 싸우는 거야? 아, 붕대. 내가 붕대 가지고 있는데. 야, 미친놈들 아니야. 여자 하나를 칼 들고 있다고. 넌 내한테 뒤졌다. 내가 독살할 거야.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moats! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
아까 문 닫혀 있던데네. 시체도 수습 못했다고. 뭐야? 야, 야, 왜 못 도망가? 결국 죽었네. 야, 뒤에서 쫓아오고 있었어, 나를. 근데, 야, 말이 어딨지? 말이 있었는데. 야, 우리 세 식구를 다 죽였네. 아이씨, 없었잖아. 미친. 또 죽겠다, 이거. 야, 너 칼 없었어, 칼. 도망가. 아씨. 살려주세요. 아이, 진짜. 나한테 칼 있나? 가만히 있어봐. 칼 꺼내자, 씨. 죽었어, 칼 있으면은. 내가 칼 들고 도망가고 있었거든? 쉴 시간이 없습니다가 아니고. 아, 쉴 시간이 없습니다가 아니고. 미치겠네, 진짜. 뭐야? 어씨, 언제 쫓아왔어, 이 자식. 아이씨, 좀 뛰어라. 야, 칼 없어, 나? 은신이 나왔는데. 은신 했는데도 쫓아오더라, 이가. 한 놈 저거. 아우, 저거, 씨. 이걸 어떻게 해야 돼? 아 진짜 그만 죽고 싶다고. 썩을 놈아. 내가 칼 들고 도망갔었는데. 길로는 못 가. 그럼 어떡해? 산으로 가? 해자 밑으로. 일단 빨리 도망가 최대한. 금방 쫓아와 이거. 다 쫓아왔어 이거. 저거 무거운 갑옷 입고 어떻게 저거 쫓아오고 있어? 뒤통수 때리기 시작하면 또 락온 돼가지고. 뭐야? 타기. 다 쫓아왔어, 씨. 아파. 하지 마세요. 때리지 마세요. 아파. 아씨, 보지도 못고. 이게 방법은 없습니다. 무조건 도망가야 돼. 뭐 살려달라 그래도 못 살려줘. 미안하다. 속상하네. 몇 번 죽냐 이게. 중세시대 대장장이 아들이 그렇지 뭐. 그럼 빨리라도 뛰어라고. 가자 빨리. 미치겠네. 왜 말을 못하? 원래는지 뭔지 있으면 타면 되지. 미안하다. 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 요번에도 내가 죽으면은 너를 보여줄게. 도망가다 말 타고 가던데. 세모 속보로 달립니다. L0 너니? 탈 수 있어? 뭐야? 아유 진짜 차라리 말을 맞추지. 도대체 칼은 어딨어 칼. 내버렸어. 저 정도면 해볼만한데. 야, 주먹으로도 씨 때리고 이랬는데 사람 어떻게 보는 거야. 뭐야? 야 가자.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream. Yeah.
Ja, kita kera monyokot tenyomorod.
Ja.
Tudod, hogy fog végződni?
Ja.
Igen, te genyó.
Ja.
죽겠다 야.
Ja. Ja.
Back your glass.
Ja. Ja.
야 좋은데.
Megöllek, te bűnös!
Ja. Ja.
Ma a pokóban végzed.
Ja. Ja.
Gyere, te Gani!
Ja. Ja.
Warn the others. They've tore its scallops.
Ja.
죽겠다 임마. 나 지금 죽게 생겼다.
Itt tekerem a nyakat, te nyomorod. Igen, te genyó!
아, 말 탔는데도 죽었어. 말 탔는데도 죽었어. 거기서 살리면 어떻게 하냐 나를. 이런 말 죽는다. 이래도 죽고 저래도 죽고. 야야야 조심해. 쏘지마 임마. 들어가. 아야 거북다리야. 이게 진짜 동맥이 얼마나 많이 흐르는데. 3마리나 쫓아오네. 말이야 쟤들이 더 잘 타겠지. 시점 보소. 아주 막 죽으라고 내가.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Igen, te genyó!
Flee! To Talmberg!
Hát ez rövid lesz.
말 저거는 어디까지인지 모르겠다. 태워줄까?
Flee! To Talmberg!
Napszedjen! Véget, te genyó! Tudod, hogy fog végződni? Hát ez rövid lesz.
Flee!
야야야 죽겠다 임마 도망가. 이런 말
Run for it!
죽게 생겼다고. 내가 붕대에 다 훔쳐왔는데 붕대 바를 시간이 없어. 씨. 물량 먹고만 이래야 되는데. 야 이힝 하지마. 가 죽어 임마. 칵 진짜 말로마 죽을 뻔했잖아 임마. 니 때문에 임마. 몇 번 죽었는지 모르겠다 임마. 니 때문에. 아이 말놈 진짜.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
아이 나쁜 놈들.
Tell me, boy.
지금 뭐라고 했어 그거.
And where are you from? What in hell's name
독살할
happened?
거야.
I've come from Skalitz. They
석궁죠
burned it to the
석궁.
ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning.
저게 저
Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
서북 청년단이란 놈들이 했는 짓거리라니까 제주도민한테.
Maybe Tartars?
근데 저러고 있어. 겁도 없이. 쪽팔린지도 모르고.
Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand?
몇 번 죽으면서 왔노?
There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
칼 없이 왔어. 씨 칼이 어디 갔어? 한번 찔러나 보고 죽어야지. 다 죽었어. 가봐야.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Rupert. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund.
시기스문트.
It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army.
아, 터키 사람들이 락하는 거 트라.
Must have given him a taste for stolen
터키
silver.
용병들.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe.
터키 사람이라 하는 거.
What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us.
뭐시, 야, 어쩌다 보니 왔는 거지
Robard,
뭐.
take care of Henry. make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
As you command. 이거 거의 뭐 생명을 갈아 넣으면서 스토리를 보는 거네요. 말도 좀 아까 준적에 있는 말을 왜 못하? 제게 앞에 있다. 그 말 탔으면 그래도 한 번은 덜 죽었지. 속상하네. 뭘까 없나? 주워 먹을까 없나? 가만히 있어봐. 야, 근데 뭘 주워 먹는 거 어떻게? 뭘 한시가 급하대 자꾸. 얘들은 진짜 미쳐버리겠다. 칼 있었다. 아까는 칼이 없었거든. 사적인 공간이야. 야, 다리 아픈 사람 놔두고 어디 갔대? 어이, 로바드.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
I have a kin there.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsman.
It was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh no.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw father trying to save mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
My God, that's horrible. You were lucky to survive. And our thanks for warning us. I'll pray that you see better times.
주방이 여기야. 앉으면 못 먹더라. 희한하게. 맛을 좋구만. 전투 레벨 좋구만. 도끼, 동기, 왼손, 활, 기술, 독서, 소매치. 아유, 배울 게 많네. 주방이 위에 있진 않을 거고 밑에 있겠지. 나옥관이고. 아, 어지러워. 아, 여기 주방이구나. 이거 고파요. 밥을 주세요.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
살아남아야 되는데 그래.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
아유, 밥은 먹었다 치게 해주지. 다 먹어. 배 터지게 먹어.
Must eat.
조끼밖에 안 돼? 놀이 먹기 이렇게 먹어야 돼? 배불러?
You're not Adam Scarlet.
in heaven's name happened there?
챙겨놔야지. 아 진짜.
How ill-mannered.
야 포도주도 준다며. 잘 먹었습니다. 야, 내 땅 내놔. 뭐, 오빠하고 말 받았으니까.
God be with you. Do you need anything?
Where's that chamber for me to sleep?
Evans, are you still confused after what happened to you? It's in the lodge in the courtyard.
Thank you. If I needed some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad.
That lad from Scanners. What in heaven's name happened there? Seems I'm not good enough for the jet.
5시간 먼저 하면 되지. 6시간 자자. 피곤하니까. 피가 좀 생겼겠지.
Today the patrol will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
깼어.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
그래.
I thought you
이 아줌마 좀
could do with a
약간
little wine.
수상한데.
It's just
이
what
밤에.
you need to help you sleep.
My lady. Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying
이
my
아줌마
prayers.
그만돼.
How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace,
그러지 마라
to let you know
나한테.
you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
이 아줌마가 진짜 여자친구 지금 생사도 모르는데.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved. But Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzi. Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. I looked towards the tavern and saw a group of Cumans chasing down my Bianca, murdering her for sport. There was nothing I could do to help her.
You mustn't blame yourself. She's with the Lord now.
비앙카 죽었구나.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save
야,
myself.
씨.
The men on the
아까 왜
battlements
칼을 못
called Bounty to
꺼냈어?
flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The humans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuban savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to. Even though I had the sword we made for Saradzic, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me,
오,
and my
나야
husband
뭐
either.
죽었다 살아나는데.
Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavets, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
Awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
여자친구는 언제 죽었대? 아이, 칼 꺼냈으면 아까 나도 한번 사와봤지. 촉촉 해가지고 지더라도 몇 방 찔렀지. 그래도 맹 죽었겠지만, 그래도 야, 본체도 안 하고 도망온 거잖아. 엄마 죽었고. 겁쟁이야 지금. 칼싸움 좀 가르쳐 주지.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight. God be with you.
Do you know what's happening?
No. What about you?
Me? How could I?
I saw you with Sir Robot. Didn't he tell you anything?
No. Do you know what's happening?
No. What about you?
Me? How could I?
I saw you with Sir Robot. Didn't he tell you anything?
No, nothing.
God be with you.
Join forces with Skalitz and wipe Sigismund bastards off the face of the earth.
똑같은 말 하나?
What's happening? Have you heard anything?
No.
No.
It could be Sigismund's army, or his scouts, or maybe Skalitz folk who survived the pillaging. I wouldn't expect nothing good.
Good day to you.
Do you know what's happening?
No.
I don't know shit. Just a minute ago I was sleeping after a day's watch at the gate.
그냥 하는 꼬라죠.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud in the night? Especially since he'd lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Givish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune.
Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get there, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Ansig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Rantic, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left a storm into the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father. But getting killed as well won't help.
많이 죽었어 아마 벌써.
Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were hobbled or balding.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanish.
I will, and good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out! Anywhere, people! Move out!
저 자식 진짜 내가 언젠가는 독살할 거다.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrol. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch for the battlements of my men?
Is that a request or anything?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yesterday.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. Don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Love you with you.
뭐 다리가 짧아서 안 보이네. 그렇다면 뭐 사적인 공간인데, 저기라. 늑대가 나타났다.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you. 걔는 여자친구 다른 애들은 살렸나? 저 집 상한테 그러면?
Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Everyone to the same stuff.
왜? 나쁜 놈 들어왔어? 예성비 위로 가십시오. 야, 너 칼 어디 있어, 칼?
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Tamber.
그럼?
That's the bastard who led me to the skulls and killed my parents.
You idiot! Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markvart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king. And here in Talmberg, divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against an enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not a Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratzik Kobila is not a Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. 독일 말이네.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Rhubarb.
그래. 말 한마디 가지고 사람을 살리잖아. 배야 임마. 저런 거 보고. 독사라고 할 거야, 이 자식. 다 죽였어. 자, 일단 여기까지. 다른 애들이 살려나가야지. 쉐리는 살려나가야 되겠다.